Hello, City Skylines fans. I'm Socksway Up, and welcome to a new series. It's going to be a shorter one. Well, maybe not too short. We'll see how long it takes. We're going to have goals here. It's going to be a vanilla series where we're going to try to unlock all the milestones. It's been a very long time since I've done that. I'm really wanting to jump into something like this, and it's almost winter, so we're going to do a winter map. You can see on the screen we have Chillhorn Season 2. We're going to use Frosty Rivers map. Never used this map before. This will be my second city ever building in the Snowfall DLC. Let's see how it goes. Let's get started. We're going to start off with some city planning, get into some gameplay today. I don't know how far we're going to get, but I'm excited about this series. Let's get it kicked off. Okay, we got the game loaded. The first thing we're going to do is kind of take a look at the map. This is our starting area. Yep, we want to build roads eventually, but we're going to plan this out. So we're going to take a screenshot of this. I'm going to start detailing it, the screenshot a little bit, I guess planning out the areas. But we have one square to start with. We have a good amount of land. Hopefully that will get us enough to be able to level up and keep opening up. I think when we're quickly looking at this, if we expand this direction, not a lot of land here, not a lot here. I want this island, but at what cost? I think I might end up going to the left here twice and down and take this entire island as much as we can. We'll see. Let's start planning some of that out right now though. One thing I've learned over the time of doing these Let's Play series is I don't plan well enough early on, and I wanted to change that. You may notice in some of the recent videos I've done, we were talking about planning a little bit more. So that's what we're going to do for this one. So I opened up Affinity Designer and I started doodling. So this is what we came up with. It's a rough estimate of what it's going to look like. I am going to use a roundabout to enter into the city and then disperse traffic that way early on. You can see there is some large amount of industry and commercial. I don't know if it'll be too much. We'll see. We're going to do one square at a time. I put the industry there because of the discoloration in the snow. We'll see what material or mineral that is to figure out what industry DLC we'll use there. Let's get right back into the gameplay. Okay, well, first things first, we're going to have to take a look at, well, I guess before we get that far, first is laying down a road. So let's not waste any money here. Let's make this as small as possible. Got that down. Got a little delay in the audio. That's fun. Okay, so we got that down, so that should open up some more things for us. If you're new to the game, you lay down a road, you delete it, is what I do. That'll open up a few more roads, as well as the electricity and the water. So the reason why we wanted to open up the water is so that we can take a look at this view here that'll show where the water flows. So if we wanted to, we could put a pump here, and we would put our drain somewhere downstream. And the reason why we do that is we don't want our dirty water then filtering into our clean water. Just a quick tip that everyone should know starting out. So we're gonna start out slow. We are gonna put the water here to at least start with. We're gonna do one here, and just to save space for now, and we'll probably move this long term, we're gonna put that there, so that connecting these two pipes doesn't cost a ton of money. And again, we're gonna have to bring these, let's do that now. We're gonna have to bring those all the way down into here anyways. So we're using a decent amount of money up front just to start getting some of the infrastructure laid down. So that's gonna start the water. We'll expand that later, but they're not powered. So that's something that a lot of the times I'll use these advanced wind turbines later on in the game when I can place it in the water, because we could take that and put it right here. But since we don't have that luxury, we do have a decent amount of wind power out here that we could do that to get us started. And then if we are sneaky enough, let's zoom in a little bit here. We should be able to do this, get those attached. And where are we at on money? Right now we're at 53,000, so we do want to be safe on that. So we did talk about a roundabout. The game does have this one that we could start with, and I'm going to do that. Let's try to line it up about right there. Turn the game this way. Here's that discolored snow. We don't have the natural resources unlocked yet, so we can't see what that is. I don't know off of memory well enough to know exactly what that is, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna delete that one, and we're gonna come find our one-way road, and we're just gonna link these up. and switch that one so they connect. And eventually we can upgrade that so that it is 3 lanes, both direct or connecting as well, once the highways unlock for us. So that gets us some basic road and entry into the new city, and we'll get going from there. So now that we got the basic road laid down, to save money, we are going to switch over to just the dirt road for now. So we're gonna select the dirt road and we're gonna extend this out. See, this only costs us about $1,000 now to get out to that industry area. So we'll get that road laid down. We said we're gonna extend this way. Let's go ahead and we'll keep it 180 degrees. Let's go out like 800 for now and do the same over here. Out about 800. And here we're gonna need some of our services. So we're gonna take a road off of here. I'm gonna take this off of this main road and create like a, an artery or a vein to it to get that off this road, because this is gonna expand. We're gonna want this to be a larger road long term. Eventually we'll probably want it to kind of twist down this way and start going along the shoreline or even with the shoreline. But what I'm doing here is I'm building a little area for services. And the first thing we're gonna start with is electricity. I like to do clean electricity, but early on, this might be a little bit better for us. And just to start out, we'll take this down to the roundabout and across and get us over to where the residential area is going to be. And we'll bring this one down this way, just to kind of plan out for the future. We're still at 25,000, so getting to a profit in this first episode will probably be our goal, and hopefully hitting that first milestone as well. But so we got electricity and we have water hooked up. Let's make sure our water does cover our service area, because we'll be able to put trash in this area as well, and it should be nice to have the trash here centralized to where we'll have roads that connect out to the residential area and all of that as well. So let's extend this out while we still have some money. And then we'll get some first roads down and potentially do some zoning already. So let's jump in here. So we did want to have some commercial here and residential. I guess let me pause it and take a look at my reference shot real quick. So what we were thinking is the commercial would hug close to the highway here. So we have some room to bring off some of these roads. Let's see, we are about, we got to measure with cost and not with, some of the tools that are missing. Okay, let's go about right here. We'll bring a road down. Maybe this is a main road that connects to that commercial area down there. And then let's come off right here to give us a full grid. You're out right there. Yeah, that'll give us a full grid. And let's just connect to there and find where the grid would be. Kind of future proofing here. We'll get that back. And so what I'm doing is using the guidelines of this circle to know that the grid's going to go right up against the highway. So we'll have some commercial buildings here. This road will connect like that. And then we'll try to sneak as much as we can residential wise in these first few. And most of my cities start out as grids and then we break away from that later on. At least my vanilla cities do for sure. So that should be pretty good. We got 15,000 still. Let's go ahead and zone up those 4 sections and hit play. Should we hit play? Let's pre-plan a little bit over here as well while we have some money. So let's bring this down about 400. Go over and a loop like that. And we're going to put down some industry in this area just to get it started. And we'll probably redo this once we unlock the industry DLC stuff to change this to more organic industry as well. And then to start off, just to kind of make this look kind of nice, I think, is we're going to throw a little bit of commercial right there. So we have 4, yep, so we'll do that, a little commercial pocket there, as well as a little commercial pocket over here for the industry. I like to think of this as maybe their lunch breaks or things for them to do while they're at work. But let's hit play. Let's throw it on ×3, get out of this view, and let's just see what happens. We might need to move the electricity, so we still got some money right now, so that's good. See, our electricity did not completely attach. Let's go ahead, let's pull it right here since we zoned commercial there, so that should not interfere. Got the electricity attached there. Let's double check our water. Should cover everything so far. Very cool. Letting the city just kind of come in as we take a look at our demands. We can see the commercials already coming in. The houses are coming in as well. Demands are fluctuating. The game's going to take a little bit to kind of balance itself. And the night cycle, let's shut that off. All right, so you can see we're at negative 1,100 per day right now, so we're gonna have to keep growing to satisfy that. So while we have $5,000, let's pause. So right now we do not have a residential demand, but we can take a look at what is left to grow in there. And with only 171 population so far, and to get to our first milestone is 380. Let's be careful here. And let's extend out. Let's see, this costed us 400. Let's go out another 400. Whoops. See if we can do the math here. Yep, that was 400. We're gonna bring this down like so. That did not line up. Let's get a quick refund there. Bring this over and up and continue with the little happy grid. Get our paint bucket and residential just to be safe. Water coverage is good. Let's hit play. Now the industry demand is taking over, but we should have enough for growth, and we'll see it kind of fluctuate industry back to residential as people grow or people move into this town. So we've let the game play for a little bit and we're getting close to being profitable. You see we're getting there about 150 a week and it's ticking our direction. Let's take a look at our industry. We did satisfy all of that, so we could get some more in here to kind of help with some taxes to get us profitable. Residential, we still have some growth. I think we are going to hit that milestone pretty quick here, get a little bump in income as we also hit, positive in our balance. There we go. We actually hit them right at the same time. 380 people. We're making $1 a week right now. Let's take a look at what that unlocks for us. Taxes. We're going to adjust those really quick. Loans, we'll potentially take out a loan here. Garbage, healthcare, and our first layer of education. Snow dumps. We'll have to take a look at that too. We don't have weather turned on right now, so we might, let's pause the game. So we might have to turn that on and make sure we have some snowstorms and get the, roads covered with the snow so that we can take care of that. But let's jump over to this service area that we were talking about. As we can see, we have $20,000 right now. Let's open up the taxes. We're gonna bump these up to 12. Seems to be the pretty standard thing that everyone does. That gives us the maximum income without people moving out because they're unhappy. Let's also take a look at our budget. We could have lowered things. So that's one thing a lot of people do to help out with their income. We can take a look here at our electricity. We got way more electricity than we need. So if we come in here and we bump this down, now let's take a look at that. Let's hit play and just see real quick what that does to the productivity. It should take effect. Oh, it is too much. Okay, so let's pause it. That was a little too aggressive. So let's bump it up to about 75. And these are things that we'll do early on, but then we will reverse as we get to the point where we don't need that extra money. Once we get our balance in place, that's good for now, but that'll get us increasing our income a lot quicker. The game's telling us we have some buildings that unlocked, but the first thing we wanted to do is go back to the money, and we could do some other budgets, but I think we'll be okay. Let's take out this first loan, give us an extra $20,000 to start with. We're gonna grab our landfill here and put it right next to the electrical plant, the coal power plant. And then we're gonna look at our healthcare. We're gonna wanna get healthcare into the city, and we're gonna come on over here to this spot right by the commercial, which I think makes for a nice little, once we upgrade these roads, we might have to move these buildings a little bit for the road size, we'll see. But that works pretty good there. Get a good view there. Very cool. Lots of snow. And then that leaves us with just education. So we have enough money right now. So it's only 10,000. Yep, 10,000. Let's do this school. And let's put it on right here. Let's look at these green lines so we can get good coverage in this entire area. They're like right in the middle there. And it's still not on that main road that we are going to eventually upgrade, but that's a good start there. So we should have satisfied all of the things that were unlocked with that first milestone, which is garbage, healthcare, and education. Let's take a look at everything here. Electricity will probably have to bump up soon. Water consumption, we could probably bump down, but I think we're okay. Garbage, landfill is the only thing we're going to look at. We're not processing any garbage yet. That'll come in later on. Education, our capacity is 300. We have 83 eligible. That is plenty. People are relatively happy. Not yet, actually. They're not very happy yet. It looks like it's kicking in because of school, as some of these have changed colors. Noise is going to be a little bit of a problem with that commercial there. We'll see how that works out. But healthcare, we also have plenty of capacity for sick people for this small town. And I think that's about where we're going to wrap up the first episode. It was a good start. We got to where we're profitable. We got a new city starting here. Lots of fog, lots of pollution from our industry area, and a little starter town that's kind of close to the highway. Once we get some money, like I said, we'll start upgrading these roads. It'll start looking a lot better. We'll get some commercials snuck in back here, which will be kind of interesting. And then we'll get some maybe roads that either go over the highway or under the highway to connect when we open up the other squares and start expanding this world out here. But that's gonna do it for this first episode. Let's go into a little cinematic view, kind of see the city a little bit as we do the outro. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna keep this going until we hit all the milestones. Personally, I've struggled with this in the past. I've quit before I've hit all of them, or I've grown the city in a way where I picked tiles incorrectly and couldn't expand enough and just had ridiculous amount of traffic. I think it'll make for a fun series where we'll have to do some road designs, some road mathematics to help with some of the traffic issues. Excited to see where it goes and enjoy the snow as we get ready for this winter season that's coming in and the holidays and everything. But I'm Socks Way Up. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you on the next one.